Hey folks, I'm your host, BKP. We're back. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, don't forget you can text the show, 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700, or chief@veterannews.com. And there's all the ways social media you can follow the show. Now, let me go on to this, the troops. You know, if you're new to the show, I get up at 4 o'clock. Now, yesterday afternoon, I was reading some articles. I read a couple articles, and I was thinking really seriously, like, how do I start 2019 on this show? I mean, do I come in and just have this great, bubbly, optimistic view of the world and how things are going and everything's just great? Or, you know, what story do I lead with, not knowing UGA would lose to Texas last night? And, you know, and I know you probably don't like that I started the first 15 minutes of the show with college football. So I'm wondering, what tone do I want to come and set a new tone for the show? It's, you know, it's been, you know, almost a week and a half since we actually had a live show. Do I want to set a new tone? So what I did is I studied the media. And that's the number one thing that I enjoy to do, is study politics in the media. Now, this week, you will start seeing all kinds of new state laws taking place that you were not aware of, okay? Collecting internet tax in Georgia, okay? There's some things all over the United States. Minimum wage laws, okay? California mandating a corporation that has X amount of value or whatever has to have a woman on their board of directors. Has to have. Okay, so next is it a Latino, next is it someone black, you know, Asian. I mean, what's next, and how far do you go, the government, of telling people what people have to be on your board? But all over the United States, new laws are taking places, new taxes are going into effect, new rate hikes in different areas, again with the minimum wage laws, so on and so forth. Gun control laws, they're happening whether you believe it or not. They're all out there. So this will be a week of discovery. The next January will be a week of discovery of the new laws and the new things in effect in your state. Okay? Which I'm hoping, if when you start hearing these new things take place, it will give you some interest, because I think it's time that we have more interest in what our state government is doing. Okay? So I'm hoping that you will have interest. Now, the bills are pre-filed. So you can start going to see what's pre-filed. What's that called? In your state. So for the state of Georgia, you can go to, just go to georgia.gov, go to the House of Representatives. House of Representatives, and you switch over to the Senate. It's real easy. You go to the bills. They're called pre-files on both sides. And you can start reading the bills that are coming up. So please start January by looking a little closer at your state and what they're getting ready to do in their 2019 term. And that's enough about state. We got a new governor in Georgia. Brian Kemp will be sworn in, I think, the 14th of this month. I think the 14th. So let's keep an eye on our state government this year and pay attention. January will be the eye-opener. So I said I want to know, what tone do I want to set? And, you know, I really believe Nancy Pelosi is the Republicans' kryptonite. And I'm wondering how some things fit, because I'm reading articles that say what's most important. You know, you can read the articles that really drill down into Syria and where Russia has every tank and the Kurds, and you can drill down into that, and you can just have so much knowledge that the next glass of wine you have at a party somewhere, you can, dazzle people with your knowledge of Syria, okay? I would like for you to dazzle people with your knowledge of how they're trying to collapse the country that you grew up in. That being said, your kryptonite is Nancy Pelosi. President Donald Trump, getting back to this, I study the media. So I get up at 4 a.m. So I'm looking and I'm looking at the clock, it's 11:45 last night. And I'm thinking to myself, I want to know. I am determined to know what the media plans to come out of the box with. What do they plan to come out of the box? How do they plan to set the tone for 2019? All right? Now, right now, they feel they have the President of the United States surrounded, isolated, alone. He's the president. President's by himself. For all of those that are upset that he took the swamp, all right? For those of you upset that the President of the United States took the swamp into the White House, remember they are leaving. Remember he pulled everything out of the swamp he wanted as far as getting a view inside the swamp. He infiltrated enemy lines. He went across. He looked over there. He went in. I'm going in. I'm going to see what's there. I'm going to spy on them for 2 years. Whatever. You can say what you want. You can look this up. And Josh, I want you to look this up so we know without just telling the audience. Who is acting chief of staff today? Mick Mulvaney. Mick Mulvaney. Look up for me, Josh, Mick Mulvaney, founder of the Freedom Caucus. And see if that's correct. See if Mick Mulvaney is the founder of the Freedom Caucus. Okay? And let me know when you have that. Show me a couple pictures, right fast. Show me a couple pictures of the president visiting the troops. Give me another one. Melania wore Timberland boots, right? So everybody's upset over that. Melania is the first lady to visit active duty combat area. I forget how many years. How many years? First one. Now, we do have the time that Hillary Clinton, I don't think she was first lady, but you remember when she was running and she had to dive and tuck and roll and jump into that helicopter and they were under fire and they had to get out of there, her and Chelsea. And you remember that or whatever, which became nothing but a lie. Remember when Hillary lied and said she had to dive in that chopper because they were under fire attack? Really? So anyhow, Trump visits the troops. I get up and I say at 4 a.m., there is a great way to start. The people have not been paying attention to the news, so let's start 4 a.m. Hey, the President of the United States visited the troops. Nothing. Only about the generals that McChrystal, Kelly, Matt, only about the generals. And how much fear they have that the generals were not in the room. Guess what? There's other levels of the military that understand the mission and can carry it out. It's men and women like this. President Trump went and visited the troops, okay? Did you find that?
Yeah, I did. Mick Mulvaney is a founding member of the Freedom Caucus.
All right, so Mick Mulvaney is a founding member of the Freedom Caucus, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Founding member of the Freedom Caucus. So keep in mind, nobody else will tell you this. The founding member of the Freedom Caucus, Mick Mulvaney, is chief of staff today. It filtered through, okay? He might be temporary, but he's still there. Mick Mulvaney's been there how long? Day one? Was he head of office of budgets and whatever, right? Mick Mulvaney's been there how long? Day one? You wanted Jim Jordan for Speaker of the House, which, you know, Republican leader, right? You wanted Jim Jordan. You wanted Mark Meadows at down there at North Carolina as representative, as Speaker, Chief of Staff. Mick Mulvaney's in there. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The Freedom Caucus has made it into the White House. The generals are gone. The swamp is leaving. Tillerson's gone, right? Cohen on Wall Street is gone. These people are gone. You understand? And Mick Mulvaney's there. So maybe in the next 2 years, the President of the United States has plans to fulfill a lot of things that he has brought up as far as draining the swamp. Now, there's going to be a meeting on Capitol Hill today. Give me number 37. Oh, wait a minute. Before you give me 37, don't go to 37 yet. Let's go to, I think I sent over, let's go to number 14. Okay. Now, this really concerns me. Border security, okay? So, congressional leaders to meet at the White House. This is who is going to be in the room. Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, all right? Kevin McCarthy, minority leader, okay, Republicans, Kevin McCarthy. I cringe over that one. And Representative Steve Scalise. This is who's going to be in the room today. Mitch McConnell, John Thune, Chuck Schumer, and Dick Durbin. So here's the 8 people that are going to go in and talk to the President of the United States about this government shutdown, you know, that we have yet to see where it has changed or hurt our lives, okay? But that's what's getting ready to happen, the government shutdown. Now, I wonder if they will bring this up right here, okay? And that's number 37. Number 37. I wonder if they'll bring that up. Let me see. I got it here. I had to. Now, the guy in the circle there to the far end of myself there. U.S. immigration authorities confirmed they had no contact with the Mexican illegal immigrant suspected of killing a California police officer until the man was arrested last week. Now, ICE, okay, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, all right, we have to stop sanctuary cities. We have to stop sanctuary states. It has to stop, okay? We have to close our borders. We have to build a wall or use technology, whatever deterrent necessary, on the southern border and the northern border, in fact, to secure them. We have to stop sanctuary cities. Now, there's a such thing called first immigration detainer on suspect, okay? So you have a first immigration detainer, all right? So if somebody's ever picked up, they're supposed to notify ICE first. First notification that they're going to be released, okay? Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, emailed a statement to the San Francisco Chronicle on Sunday saying it had placed its first immigration detainer on suspect Gustavo Perez Araj after the December 26th killing. Perez Araja, I guess, who was in the country illegally and has previous arrest, was taken into custody Friday on suspicion of killing Newman Police Corporal Ronnie Segal, Singh, I guess that's his name. Now, here's the interesting thing. This corporal, all right, doesn't appear to be white. Now, that doesn't make a difference. But these people do not care who they are killing. This is not your white guy, you know, through and through. This is not the white guy here. And why Democrats don't care? They don't. They don't care. You know what this guy got? You know what his family got? He's 33-year-old husband and a father of a 5-month-old boy. December 26th. That's what they got for Christmas, folks. He's dead. He was killed by somebody in this country, illegal. A law enforcement agent. Illegal. This 5-month-old little boy is going to be waiting for that kid to come home. That dad to come home for the rest of his life. And he's not coming home. He's not coming home. And we are discussing whether we can empty the damn trash cans at Yosemite National Park. We are worried because nobody's pumping out the poopers at the park. No, I'm serious. Go look it up. People are freaking out. The media. They're freaking out. Yellowstone National Park. They're open. The governor of Arizona vows we will not close the Grand Canyon. They vow that. We will not close the Grand Canyon. Now listen to this. I don't think I sent it to you, Josh. I don't think I sent it to you. I think I bypassed sending that today. But I think Cuomo, Governor Cuomo up there in New York says, I vow to use whatever resources necessary to keep the Statue of Liberty open. I'll do it. I'll keep it open. All right? The governor of Arizona, I vow to do whatever I have to do to keep the Grand Canyon open. I will spend state money. How about we do whatever we have to do to stop illegals coming into this country? Why don't you have the same concern? Look, man, I hope if you're traveling out Clark Griswold and you got the family and the All-American Truckster and you want to go out and you want to see the Grand Canyon, all right, I hope it's there when you get there because I don't think it's moving anywhere. And I hope you can get out of the car and look at it and just go, wow, all right? I hope you can. This law enforcement officer has got a 5-month-old son. He's never going home. Guess what? You can go to that damn park anytime you want. Sorry, you can't go today. You know what? Statue of Liberty will be there tomorrow. This guy is gone. Sanctuary cities have to be stopped. Have to be stopped. ICE agents have to have the respect of the local law enforcement. We have to stop sanctuary cities. We have to close the border. We have to have border security. There's no discussion whatsoever. But the media did not for 2 hours. Fox did. I'm going to give a shout out to Fox. They did. But for 2 solid hours. And let's give that shout out to them because I took a shot. Here is at 4 a.m. this morning, number 34. January 2nd, he is going to be in court for the first time today. That guy right there is going to be in court first time today. And the sheriff there is begging to end the sanctuary city policy, begging for it in that county. His first appearance today, I got to give Fox, CNN for 2 hours this morning that I went back and forth. I got most of it, so I don't think they did. MSNBC, nothing. It's more important what Mitt Romney said. And the Trump shutdown, and that you can't go and use the bathroom, and the trash cans are rolling over full in the parks because they're not being paid to pick them up. Back to the last picture, if you can remember that number for me. What number was that? This guy here, Corporal, his family got, for Christmas, he's killed, dead, by an illegal, arrested in this country multiple times, has no business crossing that border. But yet, no. This morning also, on that border, because they're going into a room to talk today, and I sure hope somebody says something to the President of the United States. I wanted to show what CNN wrote concerning the border. Oh man, there it is. Number 24. CBP, okay, investigating California border incident. Now, you remember when Trump said, they said, can the military go down there? Can they use force, lethal force? And can they use lethal force? And Trump said, hey, you know what? If they're using weapons or they're throwing big stones and, you get hit in the face or whatever with these big rocks, I mean, if they have to use force, they're going to have to use force. And everybody said, oh my God, he said they could shoot them just for throwing a rock. Go watch the video of them launching rocks as hard as they can. Watch the video where Border Patrol agent was hit in the face. Fortunately, he had the shield on. He was hit in the face, okay, with a rock and knocked over with this rock. They are throwing massive amounts of rocks across the border. They are invading our country, not coming here for amnesty. It's an invasion of our border. Agents use tear gas and pepper spray on group of migrants. No, they are illegals. They are attacking our southern border. Period. And they're doing an investigation into an incident. No, not so. This is an attack on our southern border. I hope, President Donald Trump, you keep anything and everything shut down until the border security. I'm tired of hearing the fight over the wall. The complete border security, wall, fencing, slats, whatever it may be, is to a point to where this is stopped. Period. Do not buckle under any pressure today. Don't come out of there with any kind of deal, okay, that's going to upset your base. Whether you like it or not, right now you have the base that has the best interest of the United States of America and the people that live here now, okay? So here's the thing about this deal, okay? And I want to take a break because I want to get to Mitt Romney. But here's the thing about this deal, supposedly, that's been talked. So to get border security, now listen to this, to get border security to stop illegal invasion of our country, we have to cut a deal and reward the ones that broke the law and came into this country in the first place. So we have to give the ones that broke the law a reward for being here, some sort of amnesty, and to stop the ones that are breaking the law now. Wow. And you're wondering why, go to number 2. You're wondering why we have, if crazy is crazy out there, you're wondering why we have a transgender, a man standing at a counter, a poor clerk at a GameStop said, sorry, sir, or said, sir, and this guy freaked out because he had a purse on his shoulder and was wearing makeup. It said he was a ma'am. Oh, God. Damn world's gone crazy. Oh, welcome to 2019, by the way. Let's take a break. Let's come back to Mitt Romney and what they have in store for the President of the United States in 2019. What you think also they have in store.